Wow, I'm just so impressed. I mean, there's excitement about this whole treatment process, an excitement about this product. I think about the people all over the country who are so passionate about these products. Hundreds of thousands of people, I think, will be excited before we're finished here today. I am so lucky to have you among those who are willing to sit down with us to talk about this conversation and this journey that you've been on. I'd love to make sure that everybody knows, and you'll certainly know more about Tracy, Mimi, Claudia, and Roya before we're finished today. The first question, I'd like to start at the beginning about this experience. When you think about life before Musely, what was that like?
For me, it was very sad and depressing. I was a new mom. My melasma started pretty much as soon as I found out that I was pregnant. My spots just started showing up and getting darker and darker. And you can't do anything about it while you're pregnant. Right. After my baby was born, I kept looking, and I went through so many treatments, and nothing was working. And being a new mom, you're exhausted, and you look terrible. And I was just I felt so beat up, and it was very depressing to even look in the mirror. Went to see Dr. Jin. I sat in the waiting room for about 2 hours, maybe, waiting, and I had to go. I could not wait any longer. I had to go. I had my kids. I have to go. I did not even see her. I kept looking and looking online for any other treatment that might work. And on Instagram, browsing on Instagram, I found an ad for Musely. I looked it up, and then I saw that Dr. Jin was one of the main dermatologists. So then I knew that it was legit.
That's so exciting. Roya, what was your experience?
Oh, that whole season of my life as well. Like, what was happening was it just started out as little like freckles almost, and I was like, it's cute, okay. And then it started to spread and get darker and more symmetrical, and there were like 2 like black 7s on my face, and then it was awful, and a dirty Sanchez mustache, and then the forehead started too, and I was like, I'm an esthetician, and so I did try as many products as I could, and I just got to the point where I was like, I might have to live the rest of my life like this, so I just better be okay with it, like. And
then with your shade of skin, which probably happened the same thing that did to me, a lot of dermatologists would not touch it because it might get darker.
Exactly.
So then you just go home,
There's
defeated,
a rebound effect.
feeling so defeated because they won't even try a treatment because it might get darker because we have olive skin.
Yes, exactly. It's so hard to treat. This is the only thing that works, and it worked in 2 weeks.
I feel quite young, and what I was not liking is looking in the mirror and feeling like my face, my skin tone, and the texture does not reflect how I feel inside. I looked like an older woman in the mirror, and I wanted my face to reflect more clearly how I felt inside. So I thought to myself, instead of just trying to cover up what I don't like about my skin, I would like to try a product to make my skin look younger. And so I volunteered for this project, and we used the Face RX for a month. We were photographed at the beginning and at the end, and you could definitely tell a difference both in photographs and in person.
What a bold leap of faith.
Definitely.
Photos before and after.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Tracy, how about you?
Well, I had so many barriers when it came to my face. I suffered with melasma for 10 years, and it stopped me from having the confidence to even go to a job interview or even put myself out there like for dating. It just was such a hindrance for me. I went to numerous dermatologists. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I mean, that was me basically spending every penny I could to try to get my face in order, because I thought if I could get my face in order, then it'll give me the confidence to put my foot forward to pursue all these ideas and goals that I had for my life at the time.
Absolutely stunning. I mean, you'd spend thousands of dollars. It's so easy to think that you could lose hope trying everything. You're on the job, you're trying to make this change. Even Cherry, Jack's wife, who's our first really recruit to this process, didn't believe it for 2 decades, I think, that this would really be a possible transformation. What really led you to want to pull the trigger? I mean, after all of this, all of the heartache that you've been through, why would you take this risk? Why would you decide to do this?
When I first saw Musely, it was a cartoon ad. And at that point I had tried everything. And I was like, oh, you're trying to use a cartoon and then I'm gonna like give you more money? And I think I wrote something like, why are you're preying, your predators preying on us who like, you know, I need a real life person. I need a real life result. And I want somebody like Tracy too, that doesn't look like she's recovered from something. It looks like she's never had a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling.
And I saw a girl who was my age and from San Francisco too. And she was the first real life person I saw, and it was a Musely ad. And then I saw the money back guarantee, and I said, you know what, like, that looks real to me. And so I tried, and I'm glad I did.
Right.
That's amazing.
For me, I didn't even care about the money back because it was, I don't know, a third of the amount of money that I had spent on any other product. This was the cheapest product I had seen.
Sure.
So it was sort of like, if this doesn't work, I don't know what else is going to work. So I just ordered it, and I don't know if I was expecting it to work or not. I was kind of hoping, just because I knew the dermatologist behind it was legit. So I had a little hope, but not a whole lot of hope.
I see. Now, Mimi, you were already kind of trying things. You were trying to think about
yes.
moving in this direction. Was your philosophy in the first place?
Right,
What
and
trying
so
to push you over the edge?
Well, what woman, when asked, would you like to try something that makes you look younger? I mean, what woman in her 50s is going to be like, no, that's okay, I'm good, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'm
So
fine.
yeah, I checked it out, and I read up where Dr. Jen, and it was, you know, this product had been tested with dermatologists and everything. So I thought, what have I got to lose? I'm gonna test it and see what happens.
My main thought about it now is there's always hope. This brings me hope because I suffered with this for so long that I honestly accepted it. And now that I have Musely and Musely works for me, I have so much self-confidence, self-esteem that I can do anything now. My face was hindering me from so much. And I know there's people out there that probably struggle in the same way, that they think, you know, if I could just clear my skin, if I could just get rid of these spots. I mean, makeup still wouldn't cover my spots. My spots were so dark. And now I don't let anything stop me. Since having Musely, I've done so many things. I've graduated college. I've gotten promotion after promotion because I have so much physical confidence to put myself out there.
I love the sense of the upward spiral and the fact that you're able to maintain and continue to see these results. I think everybody who isn't with me right now might be skeptical. I mean, are they maintaining the results that they hoped for? Are you getting the kind of...
Well, I'll probably, because you can't stop the aging process, so I will continue.
But you have.
No, I'll need to continue using it, which I'm happy to do because I feel like it keeps it under control. It keeps it from getting ahead of me.
Right. Yeah. Same thing with me. I still use it. No, I don't use it every day like I used to. I think it was before the summer, or at the middle of the summer. I saw that some of them were starting to show, and it was just as easy as sending my doctor a note saying my spots are starting to say hi. Could we up the prescription? And she did, and
Voila.
that's how easy it is. Yeah.
So there's not a shift of effort to continue to maintain these results?
No, and I've always had like a 6-step regimen. I'm a skincare junkie,
Right.
So just adding the serums in is so easy. And I haven't been brave enough to stop using the Musely products.
Yeah.
I use it twice a day, every day.
You do? Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100. So.
If you think about all the time that you've spent learning about how to use this product and compared it with all the others that you've been through, I mean, what would be your kind of early advice? What do you wish you knew at the beginning of this process that would help others just be able to step into their future and their confidence?
Maybe, what have you got to lose? Everybody in this room has had success with this product. It's not a huge outlay of money. It's a money-back guarantee. I would say, I mean, what have you got to lose?
Right.
Beautiful.
For me, I just wish I would have found it sooner, and didn't spend so much money on so many other treatments and products that didn't really work. I would basically wait for my bonus from work to see what I could do with that money, which treatment I could do on my face to try and help get rid of my spots. So every 6 months that I would get a bonus from work, I was looking, talking with my esthetician and see what treatment can we try now.
A really ineffective esthetician like myself who could not help myself, let alone my clients.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You had to do this.
I had to. I felt like I was untrustworthy. How are people going to come to me for their skin if my face doesn't look right? But I do have tips for people who use the Musely product in the beginning.
Okay.
When you use the hydroquinone, it's great and it will lighten the spots. But if you want to boost your results, you're going to want to use it with a retinol that's also exfoliating the skin at the same time that you're getting the lightening.
Did you find any variability in terms of how you applied this that gave you the continuing results, Tracy?
Just being faithful with the product, really, and having a clean face, and then also ensuring that you use sunscreen. Their sunscreen product that they carry is so effective. It works wonderful. I wear it all the time. That's very, very, very important to maintain and protect your skin from sun damage, future sun damage. But to piggyback what Claudia said about her bonus, I used to think that you had to have money to be affluent in order to have beautiful skin. I thought it cost a lot of money. I started doing microdermabrasions when I could afford it, like Claudia said, when I had a little extra money. But you know what? You don't have to be rich to have beautiful skin. This product is so affordable, and you could throw in a little bit of your products just for moisturizing or whatever that you have that you want to throw in with it. But I typically just use the Musely products and maybe some coconut oil to moisturize my face. I mean, it's such a simple skin regimen. I believe that anybody can afford it. And also now that it's available with your flexible spending, your healthcare flexible spending,
Right.
For me, it's tax deductible. I pay for it, before taxes. So there's really no reason why the average person cannot afford this product and cannot have beautiful skin. It's so, it's attainable, I believe, for almost anybody.
Now, I can't help but sit here and feel quite emotional about the experiences that you've had, and you share the extra value that's given you more confidence and really taken your life in this upward, beautiful spiral. Could you share with us, in your work, I imagine this has got to be a confidence builder, and when you're thinking about your world right now, how would you share with people the experience of how you feel because of the impact of this on your life?
It's nice to get compliments. Compliments are always a day booster.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a tough question. It's just when you feel good about yourself, you feel invincible.
Yeah, there you go.
There's just something, you can't really put it into words. It just, better than coffee, right?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I feel the testimony. Yeah. And for your work, I would imagine this is a big...
Yeah, well, I wasn't able to work for quarantine, so I had a freaking quarantine comeback.
Right.
When I'm still wearing a mask at work, but I ran into a client of mine in the hallway, and we were far apart, and she goes, "Well, Roya, let me see your face." And I pulled down my mask, and she's like, "Your spots are gone." And I was like, oh, I even forget, because I'm wearing it all the time, I forget that I suffered. And I was embarrassed, and I was camouflaging my face and always apologizing for myself. And I forget I'm a new person, and I can't believe that was the first thing she noticed about me,
Well, you all are an amazing inspiration, thinking about where you've come and had the courage to bring it all this way. And so I want to thank all of you for sharing this really kind of intimate story with everyone about this transformation. So thank you for being here today.
Thanks,
It's
Mark.
so much appreciated. You're amazing, all of you. A quick note to the audience. We've enabled live questions via the Zoom webinar here, so the Musely team will be helping answering them, and while the sessions are ongoing, we'll be able to address the best questions in the final Q&A for everyone to hear. Please also stay tuned for the big giveaway at the end of the hour. We're so excited. Everybody wins a prize. Nobody ever turns down winning a prize. I want to win one of those prizes. So if you're one of those lucky audience members, the big prize is that new iPhone that's available, the 13 Pro Max. The second set of medications Musely is announcing today is the red set for rosacea and the hair loss set for hair loss. I'm not certain I need any help with that. But maybe you can bring me to the reality check here. To introduce you to those products, please welcome Musely's Medical Operations Manager, Sinead Coleman.